The festival is nigh!
Ra versus Asym. Lobby set. Players are ready. Helios, center square.
Fuck. Lord of Blood.
BBK. SFP, thank you for the gift sub to Bud.
Oh shit! Dude, I woke my mom up, I think. Oh my god.
Finally! This is the first time I've gotten it right since we started the tradition of guessing the squares. We guessed the sets. Let's go. All right. Well, BBK is the center square on the board. And then in terms of the other early rush squares, we have Grafted Scion again. If we see square off, expect Scion or a Gil +0. Those are both very, very fast. As well as Falling Star Beast. That's another fast one. And it's right next to Full Grown, his daddy. Other early squares. Well, I do see Crimson Cerulean Viridian, not necessarily an early square, but a keepsake consideration, as well as Crackpots. Granted, I don't think you go Crimson Talisman if there's Crackpots, but it is a consideration. Other than that, though, looking at the late game squares, not as much late game on the board, actually. Rune Bear's another fast one. Chat's going crazy as I'm trying to analyze the board. Full Grown, BBK. Is there any capital on this board? Am I missing it?
Ritual Sword, Ritual Shield.
Ritual Sword, Ritual Shield, okay.
Listen, I've just been looking at chat while you're analyzing the board.
Yeah, chat. Oh my god. Thank you guys so much. Rambler, thank you for the more 5 gifted. Prey, Bradley, Ivy, thank you guys so much. This is like the highest level hype train I've ever had. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever had a level 6 hype train before. Thank you guys so much. You're the best. Thank you for I mean, just watching is more than enough. The fact that we have people that watch this is awesome, but thank you so much for the gift subs as well and everything. I appreciate the hell out of it. Thank you guys all.
There are a couple of squares like Ancestor Spirit and Scar Seals that will probably sit until the end. Although there's quite a bit of synergy there. You might end up seeing that earlier.
Also,
Asym, they're on the same line.
Asym did get the square off weapon starting with Noble Slender Sword. Not a great square off weapon, but a square off weapon. Ra chose to start with the hammer. Ivy, thank you for the bits. Bradley, thank you for the sub. Thank you guys so much. Also, just please, I appreciate the support, but please don't feel like you need to give. If you don't need to give, your viewership is more than enough. But thank you all so much for the support. I really, really appreciate it. I need to update the title here. Ra versus Asym with Helios. And here
the players are underway.
Go.
Damn.
All right. I wonder, do you think we see a Scion start from Asym, or do you think you just go straight for a Gil with this square off weapon?
I think we see an Agil, mostly because Asym he's a knower of that cringe Agil tech where you get a stagger off the start guaranteed. He is going
for Scion. Chat, I'm gonna focus on the start here of the game, and then I'll thank everyone, but thank you so much.
Oh, the R2 question mark? Okay, whatever, he got the stagger.
Fucked up the script, won't get a good
He's
time.
in a better spot for it, but yeah, this is not the best starting class for Scion. He has quite a low stamina, but he's getting the job done. Yeah, Scion's giving the go on G2.
Also, the damage isn't great. He's gonna have to do one more square off after this, so he's not gonna get an insane time, but he will get the square. Very nicely done by Asym there. I think that's like a 108 Scion.
Square.
And there you go. We'll check in with Ra.
By the way, if you see me swatting with my hand all around, I'm being invaded by mosquitoes right now, so my bad.
The legendary mosquito invader.
Yeah.
Dagger SFP, thank you for the subs. Ivy, thank you for the bits. Tanner as well. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys all so much. Ra might be going.
And speaking of mosquitoes and
Ra's going Agil without Torrent. Yeah. Now the only thing is he doesn't have square off, which so if Asym does contest this, it could be close because the square off script is a lot faster.
No, the square off script is just so much faster. Rob pretty much needs a perfect fight to get this, I think.
Yeah.
Like, the hammer damage is not even comparable to the square off damage on a Gale with Pierce and the stance. Like, granted, it's Noble Slender Sword. It's not the best square off, but
yeah,
it's still gonna.
And he's pissed off a bat.
Yeah, he's pissed off a bat. Yeah, he pretty much needs perfect RNG. Actually, I think he's already lost this.
No, Asym's not going for it though.
Okay. I kind of understand. Like, assuming your opponent also started square off, and since you marked Scion, you're giving him like the chance to get a Gil, or
also
you're respecting his chance to start.
It's no square off, but the hammer does have very good stance damage. Oh no, this is bad.
Okay. Yeah. Well, this is what I was afraid of, right?
As long as he doesn't go up.
He's not gonna.
Oh no! Wait, he might come down. He's so bare, like literally his back toe is just on the edge.
Yeah, he might.
All right.
Oh, he's walking. He's walking. Okay, he's coming down. I think.
That was a bit glitchy, but. One more R2 should be enough to stagger. He misses though.
Okay. One more stomp. Yeah.
No, he. Oh no.
That's unfortunate. And he's trapped. Okay, he gets lucky by only one fire hitting him, but
I'm actually getting so memed
the position you
with the
want to be.
hitbox and like how he moves. Oh my god,
like
he's
Scion is a time sink. A Gil without Torrent, much worse time sink if it goes like this.
Yeah, and he was just one jump or two away from a stagger earlier and couldn't get it. Like you saw him miss more than a few times, and I don't think he's gonna be able to get the.
Yeah.
Wow, the glitchiest riposte.
I was worried.
Yeah, he's gonna get that. The riposte box is very lenient on dragons.
Ra, close this out, big dog.
Ooh.
Okay.
Come on, Raw dog.
Raw dog.
All right, nicely done. Okay, there goes a Gil.
Nicely done.
That was not clean.
There goes a Gil, but Asym's already at Stronghold Shack. He's going.
Actually, I think we go Falling Star Beast here.
Okay, pivoting back for Falling Star.
Do you have any subs to thank while that happened?
I think I got everyone individually, but just thank you guys all so much for the support. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you all so much. I mean, like genuinely speaking, this has been the most amazing weekend for me with the support as a content creator. Everyone's viewership has been awesome this weekend. The enthusiasm, the generosity, as well as I had my first YouTube video do actually really well. So just thank you all so much. Thank you for everything. You guys are the best. Thank you so much.
Wait, did Asym pivot and then pivot again?
I think he did. Holy shit, 28 subs and over 1,000 bits. You guys are the best. Thank you. Thank you.
Let me look at the board once, just to see what Asym's up to. I guess cracked pots, huh?
Yeah.
It makes sense. Cracked pots, ritual pots on the same line, and if your opponent stays in Limgrave, does Falling Star Beast, like, you can probably beat them to blocking the line without much of an issue.
Yeah. The only thing that is a little scary for Asym is if he goes crackpots, right, you're forcing that row 3, right? But we talk about counter bingos, right? If Ra blocks with Rune Bear also sets him up nicely for Crimson Cerulean Viridian. And on a board that isn't super late game, super Altus heavy, that column 1's a bit of a nightmare because you have Altus bosses and then the only capital square on the board.
That's true, but if Ra goes Runebear right now, as Asym, I'm thinking I get to Altus first, and I get to synergize Altus bosses with Ritual, or with, what, like, there's two squares, Exaltation Talisman and Full Grown, that you can synergize it with, and it's not bad.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Granted, they're not the fastest bosses, but, like, you still get some, like, something back from having to block that.
Now, the Exaltation Talisman's not going to work for the Duo Trio, so we have 3 different variants of the Duo Trio square. Every time it's on the board, there's a 1 out of 3 chance it could be any variant. It can be either just straight up Duo Trio, Altus Duo Trio, or Caelid Duo Trio. If it's standard or Altus, Exaltation Talisman synergizes really well with that square, but this is Caelid only, so you cannot synergize Exaltation Talisman with that.
This would have been the board for Altus Duo Trio, because not only can you do Exaltation Talisman, you can also potentially do the Omen Killer Miranda Duo. For the Omen Killer square, but I mean that's all not relevant now.
I don't think have we ever seen Omen Kill? I've never seen Omen Kill Miranda Duo for the Omen Killer square. It's just too fast of a square.
It is, in theory, but on the right board I could see it staying just because it's a little away from the action in Liurnia. It's like tucked away in that corner.
Yeah, and Ra does have the Rock Grease and is going Falling Star here. Which I don't know, I think recently I think we've seen early Falling Star fall out of favor a little bit, but like going back to last season, it was really popular. I love it as an opener, as like an early square, because you get a 4 here, a 6 from the beast, and then you can get a 5 right outside. So that can get you a really early weapon advantage. But it is a tough fight.
I also think, like, we say that early Falling Star Beast has fallen out of fashion, but in principle, I always see it second or third square marked, so I don't feel like it really has. Like, in most games where Falling Star Beast is on the board, it doesn't stay on the board longer than like minute 25.
Yeah, maybe it's less that early Falling Star Beast has fallen out of fashion and more so that like other squares have just increased in their value, or at least the other way, the perceived value for the early game. Also, Asym gets Crackpots and there's Ritual Pots on the board, so great Jarberg synergy, but Ra here's entering the fight with the Beast.
I think what could end up happening here is that, okay, that's a good dodge. Is that Asym just goes for Runebear after this, and he gets it.
Ra needs to be careful to get the Rod off.
He's not getting the best of RNG. All moves where FSB kind of runs away from you.
I mean, at least it's not the charge, right?
Yeah, I guess not. This Rot Grease lasts much longer than... Oh, nice dagger. It lasts much longer than people seem to, like... People seem to be very worried about it running out, but as long as you keep fighting him, you will always get a Rot proc, I think.
Alright, he does get it.
And if you can do a Prince Dagger, of course.
That's Crackpots there for Asym.
Those are quick Crackpots.
Also, I will say, Ra has a lot of health on this class.
He's a chunky boy.
Misses the charger too there, though.
I mean, he's gotten the rod off, so right now he should be focused on staying alive.
Yeah, staying alive, getting those stance breaks. Staying alive. Oh, that delayed.
The attack was over.
I hate that delayed hitbox on the tail.
Rolling in on that is scary.
I always roll right side.
I'll just drink all of it.
Like, that's just something, once you've fought Falling Star Beast for a while, you're like, yeah, fuck that. I'm not risking the delayed hitbox. Ooh,
no, I gotta be
gets
careful.
tagged by the... tagged by the charge there. He is one shot. Yeah, I think we're seeing a Runebear here from Asym too, like I said.
Whoa! Stagger.
No.
The raw dog survives.
The raw dog.
The raw has worn off.
Oh.
He's so close to a stun here, though. He's out of stamina. He gets it.
The raw
he
dog.
got it. Nice.
We get a raw dog from the raw dog after he gets the square. And nicely done.
Nicely done. It's too scary, almost, a little bit.
I was clenched.
It was also funny because I was getting your reactions to what was happening like a second earlier. It's like, oh, is he gonna die or is he just getting hit?
Yeah. Also, Bradley, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the support. Oh. All right, Asym is going for the Rune Bear here.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty direct play.
I think this might be the first weapon check we've seen. Lada's sword. That is trash.
The worst weapon check we've seen.
Yeah, that might actually be the worst thing you could get from that chest. Because it's a horrible somber weapon, and it's not... Like, there are a lot of good smithing weapons that you could get for early on from there. Asym goes down.
That's fine. That was
Goes
the
down to the Rune Bear.
weirdest fucking hitbox I've ever seen in my life, dude.
Yeah, Sirius would probably use a lot of sword and make it work somehow.
Yeah, he does like to use wacky DLC weapons. Alright, Ra's either going to progress into Liurnia or go Stormveil here. He's going back to first step. He might be going for a Rune Bear.
I think if Asym gets it this attempt, he will not have wasted too much time going for it, though.
Okay, Ra's not going Rune Bear.
Smart
Ra
call.
has either Troll Knight Sword or Moonrathul's Sword. If it's Moonrathul's, that's a viable weapon. Like, obviously you had +9 DP yesterday, but Sirius used it and it worked pretty well for him, actually.
Even Troll Knights is not that bad. Like, it's the worst Astral War, but other than that, it's exactly the same.
He's gonna grab me. Ooh.
How did he not get grabbed?
Got so lucky.
Your tool confirmed.
Your tool confirmed.
And he can't get the riposte. The riposte on this guy's such a scam anyways. Nice stun there. Is box needful?
Not that I could have seen.
I think Rob might just
It's Geometry boss isn't
He's just doing a Beach Merchant check. Halo Scythe.
I learned that weapon is surprisingly good, like a couple days ago. It's solid.
All right.
Not for this board with BBK center square, but. And yeah, Asym does get the Rune Bear down.
And it looks like Ra is gonna go just for early Stormveil.
Yeah, I mean he's kind of forced to in this point.
Yeah.
At this point, right? I don't hate it for him. Like, yeah, it's not the best play on the board, but it's gonna be setup money, and Prio and Ritual Sword, Ritual Shield later.
And Axe check, like hell, you could do too if you want to kill Nepheli. We very rarely see people kill Nepheli, but you could.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it working.
We're gonna see an incant check here from Asym.
Tree heal. Not quite sure which one that is.
That's 42 faith. You have Black Flame and Honed Bolt. Those are your two best options, but two good options.
Black Flame is solid. Black Flame is one of the best ones. I just don't see it very often. Like you can kill most avatars, probably Clean Rod Knight. Oh,
I was actually going for some parries.
Get shit on moment.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people end up being better at parrying Margit than not. And it's understandable because the square is Margit parries.
I also think he's, especially phase 1, I think he's a really fun boss to parry, actually.
I agree. It might even be faster to parry him if you do have a parry shield.
Nice attack.
Although not with an unwieldable hammer. Like you want your main hand weapon to be wieldable one-handed. Getting tagged. He does get one. The good thing about Margit is that once you get one parry, his second attack will always be parryable. Like his attack immediately after.
Oh! God. The raw dog is...
Jeez.
No, he's gonna jump at you.
You monster.
He double healed though.
He did double heal.
I don't have any Estus left now.
Is Asym using Flame of Frenzy for incants only? I think he started with it.
He did start with it. If it's wieldable, it's good, I think. And Ra does get Margit down.
Nope. Now he gets it down.
Stop that.
Okay, let's see how good this incant is. I think it is pretty good. Well, he doesn't hold it. You need to hold that. Wait, can you hold it? Pretty sure that's the one you can hold. For big damage.
He needs to be careful not to madness proc himself.
No, it'd be pretty funny if he did, so I think he should.
Stream issue. Feels lag, man.
Oh, okay, it's feels lag man on everyone's department. Got it. I thought it was just me.
He's gonna madness himself.
Oh shit.
Oh, he got so lucky there with the attack the Clean Red Knight did. Just missing him. Although I don't think there's much of a chance of him madnessing himself again.
Wow, he was so lucky that that stuns him. No, but he needs to do this fast because of the poison. And not get... He's dead. He's dead.
He needs to hold it now. He's dead. Poison? That's rough.
Not the best start for Asym.
Oh my God,
at least with death-wise.
Well, not the worst start.
Yeah.
He does have 3 squares on the line and pushing his opponent somewhere.
No, I mean, the board presence is good, but, you know, room for mistake in that. That was also a long death, too.
Yeah, he's also gonna block Ra's only threat now with the corner square, so it's not really like he's dying, but he's also in a very good spot. Asym, dog, hold it. Hold the spell.
Can you hold this?
I think you can. I don't think there's that many Flame of Frenzy variants where you, like, where there's a version that you can't.
This is fucked.
Oh.
What?
Holy shit, Burton. Thank you for the raid, man.
Okay.
Oh, he's dead again.
He is dead again, yeah.
Alright, now I'm fucking pissed.
Burton, thank you so much for the raid. Hey guys, if you don't know Burton, Burton's a great content creator. He does a ton of bingo content, actually, not just Elden Ring though. I saw it was like week 1 of some, are you doing a Zelda bingo league now or something? But yeah, he also plays in Elden Scrolls Crucible. He was in season 1. He's also just one of the nicest guys on the planet. If you don't follow Burton, please follow Burton. And if anyone's new here, my name's Hoosier. This is Helios. Helios, one of the best bingo players in the world. And this is Elden Squares Bingo. If you don't know what this is, both players are racing in real time to either get 13 out of the available 25 squares or 5 squares on a row, column, or diagonal. The first person to do so is the winner, and there is a weapon randomizer here. So weapons are randomized within their own class, but everything else is vanilla.
And a poison. Stop hitting. Bro, how did he dodge all those? This is so bad.
Is Asym gonna die again?
He's gonna die
I'm
again.
just fucking skill issuing at this point.
I would have taken Honed Bolt.
Doesn't the Incant take, like, Geek of Fate? He could have just bought Black Flame. 16, okay, never mind.
Okay.
I think Black
All right,
Flame's
the
18.
Raw Dog. Using Venomous Fang here, actually. This is a really good weapon.
I'm a heavy load.
Because of the deadly poison.
For Godric.
Get up. Help
For
me.
Godric, I agree. And Bra's probably very comfortable with this, thanks to
Poison him.
all of the Remembrance Claws that he probably did back in the day.
Yeah.
Poison. Bring out the hammer. Hammer of Justice.
Yeah, Asym had so much forward momentum here, and he just gave it all away by
Poison
dying
arms.
to Clean Rod Knight 3 times.
No.
And he's going
I
again.
think he's still in a better spot. Unless if he gets this, he's still in a better spot. But like, it's a
Yeah.
game.
Honestly, I kind of expected him to pivot. Ra is already sending Godric into phase 2.
If Asym dies again here, it's pretty bad for him, I think.
He needs to be careful about the madness. He's gonna get madness procced again. Holy shit.
Living on the edge. Yeah, this spell is so nuts if you just hold it. Like, the Queen Rod Knight wouldn't even be fighting.
Okay,
but
he gets
does
it.
Get it. He does get the square, which is good for him. And he gets Winged Sword Insignia.
No reaction,
Never
just
bad
seems
tough.
to be a bit annoyed.
Yeah, I think understandably.
Ah, no.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think this will be the
Ross
first time we see a
probably-
round
okay,
table
so-
check today. Roses hacks in round table.
And Venomous Fang, again, if you want to for some reason.
Bro's great at acrobatics. Okay, he does
Yeah,
not
Asym's in a
really
perfect position right now.
progress on dude.
Yeah.
Like, he sent his opponent somewhere pretty much dead. And then, like, feels Lagman.
Yeah, Asym's stream's struggling a bit right now. I'm sure it'll be fine. He normally doesn't
Didn't
have...
Greatsword check.
Yeah. Normally his
After
stream's very
Steve
good, so
Roses.
I'm sure it's just a rough patch with the internet. It'll probably work itself out in a minute or two here. I will let you guys
Does
know
Asym-
though, he is buffering a lot. In a minute, I will refresh it, but he's about 20 seconds behind here due to the buffering.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. You're right.
Mhm. It seems to have straightened itself out a bit. I'll probably wait another minute or so before refreshing, and then it should be good.
Yeah. I guess dupe is not too bad for Ra too, because he's much closer to the Cerulean Talisman that way.
Mm-hmm.
Or a Cerulean Talisman.
Well, so at this point, you can just hold it for a bit, which he's doing.
For a bit, yeah, but not for too long.
Yeah, I guess because you don't know. It's very possible Asym like killed Margit and then did incants given his deaths, right?
Give it his deaths, exactly. And, like, not having info on the incants, like, it's possible Asym killed Godric and did that if he found heal, right?
I don't think that's enough time, but it would be close.
Like, what, Asym did Runebear Boss at 15 minutes, and then Liurnia incants at 24? Yeah, that would be a bit tight, I guess.
Asym
not
does buy the
possible.
Morningstar there and Smithing Stones. I'd be shocked, though, if he goes Smithing route with Rosas. Rosas is very good. We saw just how good it was. I think the best match we ever saw with Rosas on full display was, I think it was game 1 of the finals last season between you and Alex. You guys are both using Rosas and just shredding. You both really weaved in the Ash. If you use the Ash of War well, it's slow, but if you can get a boss to like stand still, it does a ton of damage.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's possible he just doesn't like the weapon, or he has like 5 int or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd understand not wanting to use it.
Asym has small intelligence, confirmed.
Yeah, like, that's pretty well established from his games.
Yeah, especially after beating Dino this weekend purely off of board read. Yeah.
He is getting the physic.
And
Like,
Ra is
if
just
he's
straight
doing
leveling
explosive
into
physics-
in Ra has Rosas online.
Mm-hmm. And, like, if you're already getting the physic, like, you cannot need that many stats for Rose's X.
No. And
Like,
Ra's
just
gonna go dupe
weapon
here,
on
so that is what I like about dupe, right? It is slower, but you get so many early game runes. You do get some map progression. It's less valuable on this board, but in the sense that like you have 1 shard bird dead for capital. Plus he's gonna be able to just level into his weapon and +4 it without and having plenty of money.
Yeah, and that's what I meant when I said this was probably good for Ra, because let's keep it a buck. He plays Elden Ring maybe once or twice a week. Like,
Yeah.
him getting early game runes, his weapon setup, and, like, vigor at the start of the game, that's his, like, best odds of winning.
Yeah. Yeah, also if anyone's curious on Ra, so Ra was, like I said at the start, like Ra's a legend of the game. He auto-qualified for this season by finishing 3rd, but he's in a lot of really good, like great things in his real life have been happening, but as a result he's busy. So he's not been able to play video games as much anymore because he's a man. He's doing man things.
Yeah, G-Help for Asym. He might like that more.
I
Already has faith.
I think it's close, but I would prefer G-Halb.
I would also probably prefer G-Help, but that's, like, bored and how I'm feeling that day.
And honestly, more than anything, it's stat dependent, right? Like if you have a bunch of int, right, I'd go Rosas. If I have like strength and faith, I'd go G-Halb. I think I favor G-Halb, but I think they're close enough that you can mostly just go off stat spread and like what's on the board.
I agree.
All right, Ra's gonna go dupe here. Meanwhile, Asym's gonna have to go pick up all the, like, do the rune pickup and stuff for runes.
Is Asym still going smithing route?
Maybe.
After picking up G-Help?
I do understand it. Like, people like Morningstar a lot because hammers do really great poise damage, even though the actual damage on it is a bit lacking compared to other weapons. It has native bleed.
I mean, if you can get it going with, like, double status or
Yeah,
one strikes,
and
something
Hoarfrost,
that makes
yeah.
up for your DPS. So, like, I understand the play. And BBK is center square. So that strike damage will be nice.
Yeah.
Granted, the row with it is being blocked, but I think BBK is still pretty valuable with the diag and column.
Yeah. Ra? The Ra dog is making everything close here today. Even duping at the mausoleum has been a close call here for Ra. He's made it work. He hasn't died yet, but
he has not died yet, unlike Asym.
All right, Ra will go dupe here, and we'll check in with Asym once he does. Oh, right. He's like 30 seconds behind. There it is.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Seems pretty neutral on that, and I think the one thing I do like about getting that square, like if I'm Asym, is Rob basically tells you exactly what he's been doing the entire game. Like, okay, he did a Geel and then Falling Star Beast, and then he felt pressure and killed Godric and duped, and like maybe he got a little Urania progress or something there, maybe he got Source Seal, right? But overall, you know exactly where Ra's been and what he's done.
Yeah.
No, the dupe could not be Radahn. Like, given the timing on the board, right, it is possible that you could be duping Radahn at like 31, 32 minutes, but if that's the case, right, like, not with FSB and a Geel, right?
What you would have to do is you'd have to get Torrent, get like a Geel, and then have a god tier FSB. I still don't think it's possible, but like
if you're truly speed running, you could do it in the context of a bingo match with a weapon rando. Probably not, right?
Like maybe if you started with BHF wieldable or something, stupid like that, then it's possible.
Also, Rahir's just gonna go Omen Killer.
He might try to greed the double. And he might even get the double. Or no, he doesn't have the physic.
No.
Well, just getting Omen Killer is not that bad of an idea, I think.
No, I don't think so either. Like, especially because, like
it's a square, and
there's not really a ton of pressure on this board right now. I think it's totally fine to just go C square, get square. He's not in a great spot in terms of Altus access, but Altus isn't super important on this board.
There's a larval tier here for one, and two is I think he's taken away a square from Asym, whether he realizes it or not. Asym probably wants to go for the double.
Yeah, and it looks like Asym is potentially setting up to go for the double because he's running towards this area, like the Erdtree Avatar Memory Stone area.
I don't know if it was his intent to take away the synergy, but if it was, that was quite heads up, I think.
If you throw it twice, he'll just dodge and delay coming over.
And I think for Ra too, where he shines is in the late game. He makes a lot of critical good decisions in the late game. If he survives this game up to a 10-9 situation, Asym could be in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, especially because we know Ra, right? Because we you played against Ra a lot. I've played with Ra a lot. Asym doesn't really know Ra as well because he hasn't been as active recently. He doesn't know how Ra plays and stuff. And getting into a close end game with someone who you don't know how they play is very scary.
Ra almost died to the Omen Killer fire on the ground there. Oh my god. This is closer than it needs to be. Oh my god.
He's truly raw dogging it right now.
Oh my god.
He's living on the edge. Oh, he could have gotten slope meme.
There we go. I mean, the fastest thing you can do is not die, right?
Oh,
Asym made a mistake too by pivoting it out. He didn't even grab the larval tier.
Well, yeah, I guess.
It might not really matter because it's 4 larval tiers, not 3. So the odds of above ground larval tiers go down a lot with 4.
That's
but
true.
Still grab it, right?
There could be some like synergy play by killing Loretta, and you can get a ritual pot there and double larval tier potentially.
So this
hard to
axe is
justify.
bad for this avatar, especially because it has Sacred Blade on it. Like Sacred Blade is normally a good buff, not against trees though.
Yeah, that's a weird choice to put Sacred Blade on right now. I understand for Deathbirds later.
Also, Asym's audio is not completely synced. If you can let me know if that's on my end, but I think it's a stream issue because he has been having some issues today. All right, his stream's fucked. Okay. I'll try refreshing again after this fight. Ra is gonna upgrade to +4 here.
Yeah, and I think he does have the weapon advantage at this point.
Oh, for 100%.
It's 4-4, and he has. I really like his where he is right now on the board.
Yeah.
Like.
And I think for Ra, this is kind of like the scariest part, right? Because the mid to late game meta hasn't changed much, right? What's really evolved so much over the past few months has been the early game rush meta. So if I'm Ra and I'm even out of the early game, I'm feeling good, right? I'm like, okay, like mid to late game, I can play with these guys 100%. Like the early game is where he's been getting blitzed so far this season.
Yeah, for sure. I think he's in a really good spot here. He might actually take this game. Which,
yeah. Like that's what we've been saying. Like we know Ra can take. Like we know Ra can beat a player who's like fighting for playoffs, right? Like I just think given the amount of practice and stuff, Ra's not gonna have the best record this season. But I said it going in to not only this game but the entire season. Like he's going to really damage someone's playoff hopes. We'll see if it's Asym.
Maybe multiple. Well, Asym's still in a good spot. This is still any man's game here. Although given Asym's tremendous start, the odds being anything close to 50-50 is it's something. Holy, that heal was greedy.
Yeah, a very different game to what we saw on Friday from Asym. On Friday, Asym had one of the fastest on a very similar board too. Dies to Deathbird.
Oh my god.
But on a somewhat similar board, like Asym had one of the fastest majority games we might see this entire season on Friday. So very different day for Asym here.
Deathbird gets one off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the second Deathbird death today. Ellie died. Ellie's, I think, only death was to the Limgrave Deathbird an hour into the... No, she died to the Earth. She had to do an avatar, too.
Ooh, you know what I'm seeing here? Deathbird, Explosive Physic, Rick, and Ra's probably gonna have to do Dragonheart bosses, which is not
Ra's
too
going
bad for
Rick,
him,
right? Ra's going Rick right now.
Okay. I like it.
I like it a lot. He has his weapon online. He doesn't have Altus, but he has his weapon online. This kills the bottom left to top right diag as well as column 5, right? And really, there's not a ton of bingo threats left for Asym after Ra gets this.
Did he just level for 6 damage? If he just leveled for 6 damage, that's very good for him.
Yeah, he did. So if you don't know, there's like a strength cutoff, right? If you one of the reasons why Rick doesn't go super early is because if you have base strength, you will only do 4 damage a hit. But if you have a little bit invested into strength and dex as well, you will do 6 damage a hit, which is Well, only two more damage, a 50% damage increase in that fight, and it really makes a huge difference.
If I were Asym here, I would unequip and re-equip my weapon so I don't kill him with the next hit.
Do you think he's going for the double? Oh yeah, he does have the physic out.
Yeah, he's definitely going for the double. He's... Like, he might end up with a troll killing the bird, though. At this rate.
Let's try this.
Yeah, like, we are talking about Altus, and
he does get it.
I think it matters. He does get it. I think it matters, but I don't think Altus is super valuable on this board.
I agree.
There's 4 Altus squares. A few that will benefit from being an Altus, but definitely not... How much damage is he doing? I can't see. I think it's 4.
Oh, come on.
Oh, it's still 4 even though he leveled. That sucks.
Yeah, he might not have leveled strength or dex, to be fair. Like, you do need to be at 30 combined for 6 damage.
Is that what it is? 30 combined?
Yeah, it's 30 strength plus dex. So, like, 15-15 would do it, 10-20 would do it. Like, that's why Soar Seal is so good, because it gives you pretty much 10 pseudo, like, levels for 6 damage.
Asym's going to be fighting the Death Rightbird, so we'll go full screen with him while Rod's fisting. The other thing, too, is actually Blue Dancer Charm, even if you only have enough for 4, if you equip Blue Dancer, it goes up to 6.
That is true, yes. That is
if
good
you go
tech
full
to
naked Blue
keep
Dancer.
in mind. It's pretty good tech to keep in mind. Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be a very good block for Ra. Like, he's blocking 3 lines that Asym has a square on. In terms of value for blocks, you can't ask for much better.
Oh, and Asym dies again!
That way, it's towards that building. I always fucking forget.
Oh, that was a meme and a half.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Twice and do another one. Twice and do another one. Yeah, he just gets stuck in that if you manage to. He's the same as in as Elmer's. Can bait that attack out.
I think what Asym
definitely.
needs to do here is just keep his cool and keep playing.
Yeah, exactly.
He can't start getting like into his own head. Like, he's a good player. He knows he's a good player.
Keep,
He
like,
can't
slightly to
like
his left.
start panicking.
Also, fisting Rick takes so long if you're only doing 4 damage. He might be dead here again. Okay, he's good.
Okay. He's good. This is a little bit, like, janky and also a little bit advanced, but I really like trying to time my stagger for exactly when Death Rightbird's going into phase 2. Because you hit him on the head a couple times and take the riposte, and he does die pretty much without ever having to deal with phase 2. With this kind of damage, I think it's pretty doable.
He's missing a lot here, though. Ra's still fisting Rick. He's almost done. Alright, Asym gets that down.
Asym gets that down, and so does Ra.
I fisted Rick.
Really interesting game here. So Ra's ahead on character progression, but we have a 6-5 lead for Asym.
Yeah, and Ra also has priority on Dragonheart bosses. He's killed 1.
Asym has priority on ritual pots.
Yeah, because he did pick up the 2 in Jarberg. Oh, the strength tier pickup from Ra, interesting.
That would have been useful before he fisted Rick.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
That would have given him the 6 damage.
Oh, Ra always does this. He's killing the great Bernie Bingo. He loves his armor. This is a Ra staple.
It takes a couple seconds, gives you a good armor set. Like,
Bernie.
hard to hate on it.
It's his, he started doing it ever since, like, there was, back in the day, it became a meme that you had to kill Bernie every game. In the Zoodle Cup in particular, that was a meme among their community. And Ra has started doing it. I mean, he was the champion of that event, and he's been doing it ever since. Yeah, I do think this is where, like, Asym just needs to keep his cool. The other thing that does advantage him a little bit is, like, BBK and full grown, right? Those squares were not squares last season.
Well,
I don't.
Ross fought BBK plenty of times, I think.
Yeah.
Granted, all of his matches against me using Domo server square set. I do think we had BBK at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's not perfect with the fight probably, but he does know the fight.
Yeah. Full grown, I have no idea how well he knows.
Yeah, I mean,
because I think
just a falling star beast with a couple extra attacks, really,
yeah.
right?
I think
he is tanky though.
This season of Elden Scrolls might be the first ever league where full grown is a square. At least non-rando. Yeah. Was it a square in Bingo Brawler season 3? Like,
no.
Okay, yeah, because that one had Graces, so that one's totally different, right? Like they had Melania as a square. It's a very different game, right?
Yeah, it's a tough square, like especially with bingo stats. Like it takes a long time to get to. It's a long, hard fight, and at the end of it, you don't get much.
Mm-hmm. Asym is going G-Halb. He just leveled for 20 strength.
Cannot hate the.
No, not at all. Watch Dogs here is interesting, especially because of the synergy between Watch Dogs and Duo Trio bosses and Caelid. That's one of the few squares on this board that you can get synergy for Duo Trio and Caelid.
No, I think this is a good play. This is a very good play. Like you get Watch Dogs, you get Duo Trio Caelid, and it gets you closer to another Dragonheart boss in the Magic Worm.
Especially because Pumpkinhead Duo is right there, and then like you can just clean up with Nox Duo.
Yeah. This is a good play, I think. Like he saw the synergy. Asym's probably not going for it, and he's capitalizing on it.
Mm-hmm.
Although this is about the time on this board that I would think Altus is getting slightly more important.
Yeah. I mean, you could he might be planning on doing Makar because of Dragonheart bosses. Like he has no Dectus. Makar is not horrible. Like if you have no Dectus and you can justify getting any equity out of Makar, I think it's perfectly acceptable to Makar.
I guess, yeah. It's just slower at this point where he has Limgrave and Caelid Graces.
Why is Asym going market?
Money? Money. I think it's money.
Yeah, it's money. It's so he can get G-Halb.
Yeah, he wants G-Halb online, and he's like... Ritual Sword, Ritual Shield might be a thing later. He doesn't want to be too far behind on it.
Yeah.
Like... Understandable, I think.
Yeah, this was a play Dino used to do a lot back in the day, was just kill Margit for money.
Kill Margit.
Yeah.
Money. Yeah, it's like... It's pretty much just Red Wolf, but packaged in early on, right? Like, a lot of people kill Red Wolf for setup money nowadays because of how strong Academy is. Margit's pretty much the same.
Yeah. Also interesting that this is now back-to-back boards with no Academy.
Yeah.
I guess there's the ritual pot in Academy, right? But that's it.
Yeah, but I don't think I go Academy for that ritual pot, like, on this board.
I think Ritual Pots is actually a pretty dead square because there's no reason to do Loretta or Academy for a pot, right?
Like, even Loretta, you get larval tears out of it. It's not horrible.
Yeah, I guess.
And Dragon Barrow is definitely not bad because, well, it's Kaled. And I think Ra might be the one to clean up that square just because he has a closer grace to the isolated merchant.
Okay.
I guess Oriza's side tomb would have been pretty good on this board, but I heavily doubt either of these players knows how to navigate it and pick up the ritual pots.
Asym might. Oriza's side tomb got so much worse after the DLC because they changed Imp aggro and they're now bastards.
Ooh, this is a very good Watchdogs fight.
This is an insane watchdog.
Yeah, they killed each other pretty much.
Yeah.
That was very good from Ra to distract the first one.
He might have just been able to do his patented kukri finish.
Yeah, of course. Only happened because Ra was distracted.
Is Asym going Garronk now? This seems like a disaster waiting to happen.
He's also buffing Garronk with Golden Vow.
No, I don't think you can buff Garronk with Golden Vow.
Oh, okay.
Other NPCs,
Yeah, I don't
like
see the line.
humanoid NPCs, yes, but Garronk, because he's not a human.
He's bad, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Asym,
We'll make that mistake again.
Yeah. Non-humanoid NPCs like Alexander, Bach, Garronk, I don't believe you can buff with Golden Vow. I could be wrong, but at least they don't look like it, right? Like you don't see normally you see a particle effect.
I kind of get the Garronk play. It's 2 blocks, but why now? Like,
yeah, Garronk. Anytime you are close to one shot, really scares the shit out of me because it's so. Even if you're super comfortable with the fight, it's very easy to get hit in this arena.
yeah, he misses the last charge or two. You really want to do a jump there. if you
Dude,
can.
not getting the stagger fucks up.
Okay,
my
that
rhythm
should be your
so
signal to
fucking
pivot.
hard.
But you are not, in fact, God.
Pivot.
And
Pivot.
like,
Yeah.
like just pivot.
Like
Like,
I've
even
seen,
do
I've seen a
BBK
lot.
first.
I've seen a lot of no-hit runners that know Garronk better than they know their own mom, who won't do Garronk with this amount of vig because it's so easy to get one shot in this arena.
Yeah, of course. You never want to do this unless you absolutely have to, I think.
At this amount of vig, at least.
At this big, yeah. Like, even, I would prefer killing BBK first. So I can get my
that's
vigor up.
insane to me.
Really?
Yes,
Like, BBK low vigor is so much better than Garronk low vigor.
I disagree, but I also know Garronk a hell of a lot better.
Okay, fair enough.
I think they both seem equally insane to me.
Okay, he is getting into the fight now. And I think, funnily enough, him doing smithing route would have actually benefited him here, because
Yeah,
is so much
see?
worse for this fight.
See,
Don't
that's
agree
the
with that.
problem.
Yeah. for
Like
sure.
you make it's so you
No, I
make
need- I
one
need to
mistake.
finish this.
Yep, and Ra is just calm and collected going Dragonkin. Or, not Dragonkin, Scar Seals and Ancestor Spirit.
Yeah. And Ra's just chilling.
Yeah, he's literally just chilling. While Asym's about to rack up his 10th death.
Is that an official count or a Helios count?
It's probably close to that at least, no?
Yeah, probably.
Like with the 2 to Garronk, the 4 or 5 to Clean Rod Knight, and then he died Rune Bearer, I think. I'm surprised he's so committed to this.
Yeah, when
doesn't get to a
Ra
lot.
he said he was gonna pivot, and then Ra marked Watchdogs, and he was like, I have to commit. I was like,
He
I don't think
lived
you
a hit.
do.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't have to. Like, even getting into Altus and doing Talismans would have been a better play.
Or just get Source Seal. At least go get Dectus first and Source Seal so you're not one-shot, right?
Yeah, and like, what do you do if Ra gets this now? Like, if Ra gets this now and then he's prepped Ancestor Spirit, that's the real spot you don't want to be in.
Okay.
He's dead.
Okay, bro.
Yeah. This is tough for Asym.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, he's pivoting.
Thank
It
God.
took a few beatings, but
Yeah.
like he did. I think he's just going and getting Dectus.
No, he's
Or-
doing
no, he's
Crimson
doing
Cerulean
Talismans.
Viridian.
Yeah, I guess that's fine too, right?
I think this is also like he has no idea how Ra plays, right? Like he has not played Ra before. So as a result, he has to like when you play someone who you've never played before, you need to respect lines before. Like when you know a player well, you can kind of be like, okay, like they are or are not going to rush this line on me. If you have no idea how someone plays, you need to respect it.
I kind of understand that because I've done that before, but also that just feels risky to me. Like, what if on that particular day they felt like bingoing your ass?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that's a playstyle you have to do unless you're behind.
Yeah, Ra is just big chilling. Just going and getting easy squares, right? Like he's not
Easy
doing
squares, that's energized too. He's in a good spot.
He's not doing anything crazy. Well, the crazy thing that he's doing is managing to almost die while yet not dying.
On every fight.
Yeah, but like he hasn't died. Like he hasn't like gotten sniped really bad, right? Like he's not going for the craziest plays, but he's simply just playing solid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this could get really scary for Asym because Ra marked Scar Seals, Ancestor, Crimson, Kayla Dragon Barrel bosses, right?
And then Dragon Hearts, like he's a 10. Like Asym needs Altus. I like.
Mm-hmm.
He needs the big Altus plays, and he probably needs to get one of Raw squares off of him.
Yeah, like Asym's pathing and stuff has been more efficient, but just we have like more efficient pathing with massive time sinks versus just solid and consistent, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna have Asym fighting a flower and Ra fighting a weeping boss. Well, actually, the ancient hero. They're literally right on top of each other. Funny enough, like.
Oh yeah, he's Scar Seals, right?
Yeah.
Did he already get the other one?
Is Asym gonna die to a flower?
Dying to a flower would be a low point for sure. Oh my god, he might actually get it in the die. Okay.
All right, nicely done by Asym there.
Oh. Ah. Come on, mate.
Ra gets stormed. Oh, it's a spicy finish.
All right, there's Scar Seals.
Okay, that's fine.
If I see that as Asym, I am concerned.
Yeah, Asym's back is really up against the wall right now.
Mm-hmm. Asym needs some big misplays from Ra.
I just don't
know if he's gonna
see
get
it
them.
happen. Like, I don't expect anything crazy from Rob, but I also don't expect a big misplay. Like, I think he's literally just playing solid, right? Like, he's gonna go.
Yep.
He's gonna go get the 5 here. I believe, right? Like.
Yeah, he's just gonna go. He got his 5, got his weapon to +6. Like, he's playing the most solid game of his life.
Yeah. Like, because I think with Ra, like, there's 2 things. A, Ra knows a shitload about bingo, right? Like, Ra has played more, even though, like, he's not in crazy form right now. Like, he's played more bingo than most of the players in the league, right? Even though he's not playing as much recently. And he also is very aware of the fact that he's, like, not in insane form right now. So he's just playing to what he knows he can do, and it's really working for him.
Yeah.
Like, he's just playing very smart. Yeah.
What he's been lucky about, he hasn't been forced to do anything suboptimal, suboptimally. And the one thing he was forced into was literally the biggest gift you could have given him, right? Setup. Right, nicely done by Asym. He still needs the Crimson Talisman, which he's getting from the Black Knife.
And Ra might go Garunk. I think Ra's gonna go Garunk here.
We'll do this and then remove that.
Ooh.
These.
And like the difference is like Ra, like Garunk now is fine. Ra has a +5 and a ton of health.
Rebalance.
He has a +6, I think. Or should have.
Oh yeah, +6.
Because he killed Falling Star Beast.
Yeah.
What were these legs? Multiple Griefs of Solitude. Okay.
And armor.
Can I put that on?
And good armor. Like, he will be able to tank a hit, for sure.
Should be fine. What do I get here? Maybe health? Health is good.
I don't understand this play from Asym.
Where is he going now?
I'm really bad at it.
He's going to Black Knife, which doesn't make sense when you already have Weeping and there's nothing else from Black Knife.
Yeah, I would just buy it.
Okay, let's go.
Like, sure, the dagger is technically a better talisman, but is that really, like, really worth it?
I can't riposte.
Ra got stuck there inside of Garunk.
I'm inside of the rank. I'm rolling. Hello? Team? I'm rolling.
I don't think there's a world in which this is
PS5
better
controller.
than getting the Merchant. The Merchant is just a running section. This is a running section and a boss fight.
Yeah. And a slow
Granted,
boss.
very fast boss
I mean,
fight,
not
like,
crazy though, because he runs away. Like.
Yeah. Like, if you get him without running away, it's pretty fast.
Yeah, you can see immediately he just runs away.
He did run towards... well, I guess the Death Root's useless, so never mind. Oh, I think what Asym's thinking here is that he can do the Death Root tech. Maybe. Where he hits... No, oh, never mind, he's not even picking it up. Where you give Garunk a Death Root, and he's in the animation, so you hit him like quite a few times during the animation.
That is useful attack.
I think we're seeing a deck display.
Ra's Garunk is not great.
Yeah. Like, he might end up dying after a long fight, which you don't want.
Yeah, because he's
he
getting
gets it,
tagged
though, I
and
think
he's
it's
down to 2 heals.
Bro, ended his swing 2 seconds ago. How is he still hitting?
I think this is totally doable situation for Garunk, but maybe you want more heals if you're Ra.
Yeah, I mean last season Ra does this 10 times out of 10. I think this is just rust. Right. I think that's what it is. It's just rust. I don't know. He might. There's a decent chance he hasn't fought Garong since last season.
He did play a few practice matches. I don't.
But did he kill Garong in those matches? Okay, he's gonna go one more time, I think.
Hold on, I gotta do this. Okay, roll.
Yeah, and in a little bit of a funny twist, it's just Asym who's chilling right now.
There we go.
And Raz.
You should do the Ash after the stagger, actually.
I think so, yeah. I understand not being comfortable with the Ash, though.
No stamina. Fuck.
He has him down to about half health here. I think his poise is resetting now. He has a really fast poise reset timer.
No!
Yeah, I mean, the first half
sounds-
of this fight does go much faster than the second half, though,
You mean
also.
boy.
Because you do get that big damage in the open.
Instability damage. He jumped too early, and then you get instability
So
damage
annoying,
because you're in the air.
Boxes on this man.
Yep, that'll do it. I think that's a sign to pivot. If
Yeah.
I've seen one.
He's not going to. This match might be a tale of two halves in terms of concussion percenting.
Well, I understand it. As a player, I don't really like pivoting either. Like, if I've died a couple times to something, in my head I'm like, but I've got this. This boss is fucking
Wait,
easy.
it's a fully charged R2. What is this?
And-
It's a 6-second poise reset
He
timer.
doesn't stagger. Why doesn't he stagger?
Yeah.
Is it 6 or I think it's 6, right? Not 8, 6.
Probably 6.
Yeah, I think 80
Yeah.
poise. I think 80 poise is 6 seconds, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's different for different enemies, probably.
He's going again.
Fighting him until I beat him.
I'm going to keep fighting him until I beat him. Words of encouragement.
Well, that's one way to do it.
You
How is that not
you
staggered?
can't fail if you never stop.
You will eventually get it. Nah, maybe not.
Like, am I just a meme at this point? Am I? One tap R2 is supposed to stagger him, and then I do a fully charged R2, a jump R2, and 2 R1s, and he doesn't stagger. Like, what? I at most give him like 3 seconds.
Yeah, Asym's getting quite lucky here, I think.
Ra's crashing out hard.
Like, this is where, like, that Altus boss, Exaltation Talisman, maybe even, like, Ritual Sword getting DTS dead.
Hell is this?
He must leave the sanctum is for some reason really funny to me.
Yeah, he must leave the Sanctum, I agree. He's gonna step outside and face his real battles. They're not here.
The
Asym
biggest
forgot
thing is
that
he doesn't know, like, this down slam you want to bait and punish it, and he doesn't really know how to do it.
I think he knows of it, he just doesn't know how to do it consistently.
Bro, what?
He
Because
must leave the
if you don't do that, it's really hard to get stance breaks. Oh, this is a good attack. You can charge her to this. Another good attack. Actually, he might get a stance break here. Yeah, he does. God, I hate that I know this boss. Like, I know this boss is well enough that I can just be like, yeah, this will stance break.
I cannot see. It's so ass. This fight is so ass. Elden camera.
I'm not a fan of all the panic rolling, but the health bar does seem to be quite low right now.
To be fair, he literally couldn't see anything there, so I don't mind it.
Yeah, I've done that before, I suppose.
Elden cameras also. Elden camera.
Elden camera.
Elden camera.
Alright. It's the last stretch. Don't choke now, raw dog.
Is this where I die? Is this really
Yeah, the
where
early
I die?
jumps.
Is this really where I die? Is this really where I die? So
painful.
annoying.
That's so painful.
Man, he was playing so well too. Like Asym really caught a break. Oh, the concussion percent.
It's going again after that one.
I can't watch.
Avert your eyes.
Avert thine eyes. My flail. Frida, bring me my flail. Avert thine eyes, Father.
Titanite slab mentioned.
Fuck that Titanite slab. If you know, you know. Oh, he's using the Ash of War now. I'm scared to put him back on the big screen though, because he's doing well. I can't. No, he's gonna stay in the half screen. This is.
Stop cursing him, goddammit.
Yeah. I have a lot of superstition. I want to see the players do well at all times.
Yeah, that's one thing I learned recently that kind of surprised me. It's that superstitions in sports are really common.
Yes.
And granted, this isn't exactly a sport, but
It's a sport.
like, yeah, it's pretty much a sport.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But that attack just keeps getting him. Like, I think he jumped it early a lot of times. Now he wanted to roll it because he wasn't confident.
It's like Asym's going Exaltation.
Yeah.
What was that glitch?
I looked away for a second. Just trying to find where Exaltation was on the board.
Oh, row
And if Ra
5.
had
Or
any
column 5.
bingos.
Raw dog?
I guess Ra does have the diag. And column 3, but neither of those are super pressing, given where Asym is. Good lord. Again, watch. That's pain.
I'm in pain. No!
Why would you ever... I mean, I understand, but I don't understand.
Gronk the Beast Clergyman will never allow this.
Well, consider this an investment into his future games, maybe. He knows how to fight Gronk after this.
Dude, side note, what the fuck is wrong with cats? James just hopped up on my counter, knocked all the shit off, and is just staring at me like, what are you gonna do about it?
Nah, it's a Giga Chad.
Yeah.
Your cat got that dog in him. Do not big screen him, no matter what you do.
Okay, I know. I'm not going to.
Oh my god, he even got the jump! That was a clean fucking. What? Yeah, that was a
Why?
clean
It
fucking
wasn't
kill.
that
GG's.
hard. It was not that hard. It wasn't that hard. Fucking hell.
The beast
Oh my god.
has been slain.
He finally leaves the sanctum.
Oh, I should just kill BBK as well. Like, I'm right here, right? Just
My
like, come on.
fucking goat, by the way.
If he first tries this, I'm gonna lose it.
He's not gonna get the diag, but also.
Ah.
Oh,
I might just die here because I got hit by that.
never mind. The concussion percent World
Olympics. Oh, it's a BBK.
Oh my god, it's a BBK race. Asym has the worst weapon and worst vigor. But also raw dies. It is BBK.
Ra has one tool up his sleeve though. An ER tool.
No.
What is Ra doing? Ra dies.
Okay. So this is... Honestly, he died early enough that if he has a perfect fight, he might still
Yeah,
get
because his
it.
weapon's a lot better.
His weapon
for
is
this
so
fight.
much better. It's better upgraded and it's better damage type. However, Asym is making good work here. Good dodges, good dodges.
I have a sinking suspicion Ra's gonna get him to like 1 HP and then get sniped. I don't know, actually he's making up a lot of damage.
He's making up so much damage. Holy. I guess those were posts, right?
Yeah.
The like double good damage type riposte. Yeah. The bad thing about G-Hob is that on your riposts you don't really get much more because it's 80% holy resist still.
Is it 80% holy resist on BBK?
BBK is 80%, yeah.
That's insane.
It's like Garunk pretty much.
Yeah, Ra's ahead here now. Asym gets tagged.
Oh my god. This might just end up being fight RNG at this point. Big stagger.
Asym, yeah, Asym, huge stagger for Asym. Also, the stream delay is even.
Holy. What a fucking race. Ooh.
The Raw Dog gets it!
And he gets it! Oh, the clutch! The weapon diff Asym cannot believe his eyes. His mouth is open.
The Raw Dog!
Yeah, Asym's in a tough spot here.
Ugh.
Like, he has the Altus lead for sure, but
I cannot believe that. After the first two attempts, I was like, there's zero chance Ra gets this square. I think he was actually hitless on the third try. I mean, he has 6 flasks. I don't know how many he started with.
Asym looks defeated, man. I feel bad for him.
Yeah,
I think he doesn't know.
Rod just went from getting lit up by BBK twice to no hitting him. What the fuck was that? And if he got hit once, he would have lost the square.
He's just locked the fuck in.
Yeah. Just simply don't get hit and lock in.
I think Asym is not aware because of how many times Raz died that Raz behind on Altus.
He just passed it to his friend.
He passed it to his friend who plays bingo.
Ra might be the only player. I don't know if there's anyone else in Sweden who plays bingo. He might be the only person.
I'm not surprised, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Sweden's tiny. Like, what, 10 million people? I mean, not even a real country.
Nope. How many? Sorry, Swedish guy.
Swedish guy, do you play bingo? You might want to get in.
Oh, you were exactly right. The population of Sweden is 10.5 million.
Yeah, I know this because I saw it once and then I was like, wait, that's smaller than my city. What the fuck?
That is crazy. I thought it was a much big. I'm surprised it's that small in terms of population. I know obviously a lot of the country is like frozen, like it's very far up north, but I thought the population was bigger. Rambler. No, we're not shit-talking Sweden. I just said Ra's probably the only bingo player in Sweden.
Oh, Asym gets carried.
He
doesn't
lives,
die,
though.
Oh, the never mind. Asym, my man, what are you doing? The Ra is literally just chilling right now. Like, he gets Dragon Hearts, he gets Duo Trios.
Yeah, Ra went
and
to
he gets
war
Ancestor.
for about 20 minutes there with Garronk and BBK. Yeah, he concussion presented Garronk for a solid 15 minutes there.
What was that charge R2? How did that not hit? Alright, he has this one at least.
Sword input, but whatever.
To be fair, Helios also lives in the most populated country in the world, so 11 million people is not a lot to him.
I mean, it's still a big number.
India's over 100 times larger in terms of population.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah, 1.4 billion.
Many people. Lots of people.
Now that's a lot of people.
You know how many football stadiums you could fill up with 1.4 billion people?
What type of football?
Yes.
Yes. No, Sweden is a great nation, yes.
Alright. The worm face is a choice. I don't hate it. I think it's interesting. As long as he gets it. I'm not even getting off the horse for the headshots. Is interesting.
Also, Makar is a Liurnia boss, not an Altus boss, just so everyone's aware.
Alright.
That's 3.
I actually think Asym's being pretty smart here with disguising his Altus access.
I still think he should greet Exaltation for the last one.
Oh, he already has the Grace in the Exaltation tunnel.
Yeah.
He's gonna go there for the last one, I'm pretty sure. And get the double mark. I think he's trying to make Ra waste time on all of his bosses potentially before taking away both.
An hour 26 Makar is insane.
Stop right there.
This is the bingo we play now. Oh. Do you think there's any chance this game goes to timer?
Yes. I didn't want to say it, but
yeah.
yes.
Come on.
I didn't even think about that, and then you said the timer's at an hour 26.
Okay, I missed that one.
We still do have 2 more bingo matches after this.
That's decent.
By the way, it is the next game is Nexus, or sorry, Shura versus Ratty, and then Stacko versus Nexus.
Also doing work on Asym.
I didn't mean to roll. Tried to sprint.
Wait. Is he killing Grail for his last Dragonheart boss?
I think he is.
I guess he is right here, but also... Like this is definitely longer than running to Smaragd and killing Smaragd, right?
Also,
Asym goes
dies.
down to Apostle. Oh my god. This is not Asym's game at all.
Silly
Like,
dragon.
Ra had his 1 Gronk incident and 2
head down.
BBK deaths pretty quick, but other than that, this has been a clean game for him.
Ah! No! Where is he going?
I think what Asym probably needs here after this square is he needs to go Verdun into Larval Tears. Because not only is that capital progress, but it's also Larval Tears.
All right, this will be the 4th Altus boss for Asym there. Ra? Wow. How did he not die?
Where? The fuck are you going, sir?
Many people have been asking this question today. He might be immortal, Chad. He might be immortal.
Unless it's Gronk.
Unless it's Gronk.
What is
I mean,
this
Gronk does
doing?
have Destined Death.
Yeah, he's no longer Bridge Grail, by the way. He's evolved.
He's Cliff Grail now. I mean, he gets it down with some interference.
All right, that's 3 Dragon Hearts.
I think if you're Asym and you see that at this point, do assume it's Makar.
Probably. I don't know, though. It could just be Smaragd and, like, Exikes or something.
Jesus.
He's fine here. I mean, because... Alright, so let's, like, actually think about this. Asym gets... It's gonna be 9-10. Asym has prio on Ritual Pots. Ra has prio...
Asym has to block column 3, though.
Yeah.
And Rai's going duo trio bosses Dragon Bear. He's just collecting his prio right now. Which makes sense. There's the double mark. Where does he go from here is the real question. I think he's going to Radon.
Is he doing both a duo?
Yeah, he is doing both a duo. He used to really like doing the both a duo square, so I'm not surprised about this play. I'm not sure if he does have the sleep pots though. I mean, it does get him even more juiced. Oh, he's not leveling Vigor with his 90k.
No.
This might be a problem. Next, he will do Crucible Misbegotten. I mean, at this point, I don't think he's getting away with it anymore. I think Asym is back in the lead, as long as he...
I mean, because I don't know, because he has Ancestor Spirit.
Yeah.
It depends how long he sits on the Ancestor Spirit prio.
I think Asym gets Radon, Larval Tears, Full Grown, and Ritual Sword, Ritual Shield, though. I think all of
Why
those
is he
are
doing both a duo?
Man, he does so much damage.
Yeah, exactly. I think all of those are advantage Asym at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, did I say Radon? I meant Ritual Pots, but... Of course, Asym doesn't know this, but I'm chilling if I'm in his position here. Both a duo was kind of a throw. Yes, but you get to 13 first because nothing else has... Everything else is prio Asym.
True.
Shit. Just leave this. Live. No.
I mean, if he got...
Live.
If he got it down
Nice.
faster, then
No,
maybe
just-
not. But the one death to both a duo really cost him, I think. Who's muted?
So literally
I'm not muted.
Two until he staggered.
You're just mesmerized by this both fight?
There we go.
Yes.
This. Going.
So greedy.
Don't throw to Bofa. Please, God.
Why am I sneaking?
Alright, there's Bofa for Ra. That's his second Kayla duo trio. Here's Radon for Asym.
I think he goes pumpkin here. Like,
Yeah, it looks like he's
Naturally.
going pumpkin.
If you see Altus, or if you see Kayla duo trio as Asym, do you go Ritual Pots immediately? Because I think I do. I think you hold Larval Tears and go Ritual Pots. Because it's possible Ra's heading up to the Isolated Merchant.
I just don't. I don't know if Ra's ever done full grown. I don't think he has in a bingo match.
I guess he can, yeah. He still has to kill Ancestor though. Like, if he waits too long, Asym could do Larval Tears into Big Moose.
Or even drop down for Little Moose. Like, he only lit 2 of the torches, right? He is down there, but it's not like he literally just walks into the fight.
Yeah, but once Asym has this down, it's a race, and G-Halb probably melts Big Moose.
Yeah.
Probably does big dig damage. Okay, do you see this and pivot, or do you just go?
I just go. Ra is going underground though.
I guess it makes sense if you're a Ra because it gets you to 12.
Yeah.
Asym could mark Larval Tears in 10 seconds now and could be erased, right?
Yeah, I think Asym just needs 3. He's gonna need at least 3 squares here to force overtime. Like that. Obviously, there's the threat of Ra marking a 13th square, but also, like, you got to make sure that you can even force overtime, right?
I think you get Larval Tears Ritual Pots full grown in 20 minutes.
I think you can too, but it's just a consideration, right?
Yeah. I think you also might have to bet a little bit on full grown, depending on how quick Ra does things, that he dies once on full grown or something like that.
It also depends on if Ra might just go straight for Ritual Sword, Ritual Shield. And if Ra does, he might just win, because Asym would have to go Ritual Sword, Ritual Shield. That would have to be one of his 3 squares, and he would have to claim it before. He would have to do Larval Tears, Ritual Sword, Ritual Shield, and then another square before 2 hours, which is possible.
They both have 1 Great Rune, but the problem is that Ra has the easy one. Ra has Godric and Asym has Margit Dead. Whereas Asym has one of the ones that actually takes time to get to, like Radahn. I think the play for Ra is also to go Radahn, but
it also depends how badly like Asym gets sniped here. Honestly, Ra wants to delay this mark as much as humanly possible without actually losing the square. Like, he has no way of knowing that, but from our perspective, right?
Do you even go Ancestor if you're Asym? I don't if I'm Asym here.
Yeah.
Like, I go Larval Tears and I go straight to full grown. Or Ritual Pots. Probably Ritual Pots first. Although that one's really tough to know. Ra could also multi-prep after this. I don't think he should, but he can.
Yeah, I think if I'm Ra, I just send Capital.
Yeah. Same.
Asym does already have Ritual Sword, but it's a very minor consideration. Asym can definitely pull this off, but he's... I don't know.
He's in a tough spot.
Yeah.
Asym has to go through Stormveil, but Godric will just die.
Watchdog.
In Raz Radahn, if Raz Radahn will be fine. I know he had some skill issues, but Radahn was so important last season. Like,
yeah, he has Radahn. He has a resist +6. He's not gonna die to Radahn.
Yeah, no.
Hey, yeah, I think if I'm Asym, I get this Grace and leave. Like, there's a chance Ra's not going Ancestor, but you don't want to take that chance right now.
Oh my god, he doesn't.
Getting sniped is the worst possible thing here.
Alright, that's gonna be larval tears for Asym.
Oh, come on.
I think he's going. Oh, never mind. He's going pots.
That's smart. That, I mean, it doesn't. He only would have
wanted to
lost
get
a few seconds.
ancestor. No, but he doesn't get it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess so.
I think I go
Asym
He's
just picked.
confused.
FSB here.
He's going full ground.
I would gamble that
I do-
Ra's not going full ground, but that's easier from our perspective because we know Ra better than anyone. And I have no idea how good he is at full ground. Right.
Where's Ra going?
Radon.
Oh. He's going for... Yeah. I think these two will go at roughly the same time because Ra still has to, I think, ride up the elevator after Makar.
Yeah.
Asym needs the full-grown fight of his life, for sure. But these two will go at roughly the same time.
I mean, yeah. The other thing too, and also this is a meta thing, but like last season, rather than double prepping, a lot of people were just picking the latest game on the square, on the latest square on the board, and just hard rushing it, which is another possible end game tactic, right?
Which is a very good strategy. If,
Yeah.
like, neither of the squares, if like there's one clearly latest square,
Yeah.
that's a valid strategy.
Yeah, that was done a lot last season, right? So like but Asym doesn't have this information because he has not played. I literally don't think he's ever played Ra.
Asym gets a grace. I guess he's double prepping. Where are you going, dog? Okay.
He's going pot. The question is mainly also, does he have time? He's got to pick. Like he has to go pot. Like he's at 2 pots. He can't fuck around anymore. Like he has to go hard. He's racing the timer more than anything. Because like regardless of whether or not Ra marks a square, you are on a clock. You're unquestionably on a clock. Ra has not gone to Altus yet, so the festival's not active.
The correct play here for Asym is to get pots and go capital.
Yeah.
And bet that if Ra goes full grown, he's gonna skill issue. That's his way to win this game. It's very tough because Ra has got a big kill and he has Falling Star Beast dead, which means he has +6. Asym can get capital. Capital doesn't take that long. Especially because he just has to run through it.
He can get it. It's just going to be close, right? So he has to go here. He already has the Lascar Grace, so this is effectively his 4th pot, but he'll need to go through Academy. I don't know. Does he have the key?
Yeah, he does need to get 12 squares by 2 hours, but if he doesn't go Ritual Sword, Ritual Shield, Ra gets it. Because Ra's going for it.
Yeah, that's the problem. It has to be 12 squares in 2 hours, and one of them, like, it needs to be Ritual Sword, Ritual Shield. We know that because, like, Rambler knows it too. Like, there's no way Ra does full ground. Like, I just don't see any way he does it. The thing is, Asym has no way of fucking knowing that, right?
How many pots does Asym have?
I think he has 3, but he has Lascar Grace. This is basically his last one. He either has 3 or 4. Because he has the 2 in Jarberg, he has at the very least the Lascar Grace and the one from the Merchant. Yeah, and Ra's going Ritual Sword, Ritual Shield as expected.
Yeah, no surprise here. Gillica's just gonna die. Although it will take a second. And every second counts right now for both of these players.
Also, just because it's going to be close, to be very clear, 2 hours is the limit. Like, if it's 2 hours and 1 second, doesn't matter. Like, I know that sucks, but it doesn't matter, right?
I mean, yeah, in an official game.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Rules are rules. Asym not going for the skip. I mean, fair, I guess. Where else just going?
Yeah, he's gonna go kill DTS first.
DTS before Radon is interesting.
It's kind of 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
Yeah, I know, but like
in English, it doesn't matter either way.
What I was thinking is that DTS is more incidentable. Like, killing Radon first gives you more of a chance of beating DTS, even if it's only 1%. It doesn't really matter.
He's so fine on Radon. Like I promise you guys, he's so fine on Radon. Like last season, it was literally a Radon. Like last season was the season of Radon, right? Like he's so fine on Radon.
Like even this season, Radon is really strong. I think.
You gotta choose quickly. He like this little minor menuing stuff. Like, fuck me,
it does add up.
Yeah.
Fuck me, it's tight. It's so funny. It also he needs to make the right choice here after getting virtual pots. If he goes full grown, he's fucked. If he goes full grown, plain and simple, he's fucked.
No, Raz. I don't think Raz gonna. I don't think Raz gonna multi-prep. I would be pretty surprised actually.
I would too. Yeah. He also should have leveled before getting this ritual pot, because this one could be a suicide mission, and you don't want to go back for your ruins here.
You can't afford to.
You literally can't afford to, yeah. Oh, he has tech though. He does seem to have. Asym? Asym?
Holy shit, he strafed it. No, okay, he's going Renala. I don't know if this is faster,
but it's splitting hairs. Like
yeah.
From this point, Renala's probably slower, but warping also takes time. Opening the door takes time. And you could probably one cycle phase 2 and phase 1. With G-Helb. I think it's comparable enough that it doesn't matter. And yeah, Red Wolf's already dead. Wait, which Grace did Ra get? Before going for Radon?
I don't know, actually. He's going full grown.
That's so tough.
I think you have to. Like, the thing is, I think you're kind of forced. Asym, you got to do something.
No, he's going DTS. He's going DTS. I think he just went the wrong Grace.
The thing is, he's wasting, like, oh my god. Like, if he wastes 6 seconds, that's 1% of his match.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's so tight on time.
Yeah, for sure. He's going DTS, though. I probably would have not done Apostle. I would have greeted DTS as one of my Altus bosses here.
Yeah. I mean... I genuinely don't know. I think he might have to go full grown because of time.
I think he has it if he plays perfect. I think if he literally on the wire plays perfect.
Like, also he's losing so much little time, right? Like, because by warping and doing DTS now, you lose 6 seconds on the warp. Then you kill DTS. You have to grab the Grace. You wouldn't have had to grab the Grace there. Like, he's lost 30 seconds warping, which is such a... Yeah.
If he goes full grown, he loses anyway, though. Because
Flipping up the meat.
Ra definitely gets
Flip the meat.
Virtual Sword, Virtual Shield. This is his
I
only
know.
way
I'm
to
just
win.
like the warping. Like I feel like Asym, if he wins this race, might be
He's
10
gotta get by
seconds
him,
too
he doesn't
late.
even stagger.
Oh, that would be so painful.
And like little warping shit is losing him 6 to 7 seconds. Like he's just losing 10 seconds here, 10 seconds there. Like in the last 3 minutes, he's lost 30 seconds to warping. That's unacceptable in this point.
Stagger. Played around too much.
Yeah, I get it though. It's like
It's so hard,
Nerves.
but like, yeah.
been so tough to make a call. Did my match against Trump end in overtime? I don't think it did. I think
that's
we
what
ended
Ron
like
did.
a little before timer. Based on what I know about capital timing, I think Asym needs to be in capital around minute 56. And I don't know if he's gonna be. It heavily depends on his Renala fight. He needs a really fast Renala fight.
Also, Ra's right on his ass.
Ra is right on his ass, holy. Got Outerwall Battleground.
Like, I actually think losing throw, like, if Asym has 30 seconds more because he doesn't warp pivot so much, like he started warp pivoting like crazy in last card. Now, like he's killed Red Wolf and now he's going back to Rita.
Why? Now it's not faster to go Margit because
He's really thrown this.
yeah.
I think he never was necessarily like in the lead, but like no, it was winnable. It was winnable for sure, but he wasted. He's wasting too much time. Like it's the warping.
He needs to kill Renala in 2.5 minutes here if he wants the square. And
The
I
warping's
think
killing him.
Still,
The warping's
Ra
killing
still
him.
beats him to it.
Yeah.
Ra still beats him to it.
Well, yeah,
just
I
straight
mean,
up ahead.
Ra, and the thing is, Ra's not going to be far off time anyways, right? Ra's going to get there, like, get the square at, like, 158 or whatever. No, I think he very...
That was the way.
No, Snowy, I'm telling you, he's thrown this. If he didn't kill Red Wolf and went straight to Godric, they would have been entering at the same time.
If he just went to Renala, like after killing Red Wolf
Yeah.
instead of pivoting to DTS. And like not just the pivot, right? He went to the pre-full grown
And even the pivot, the unnecessary pivot started all the way back at Lascar with the ritual pots, right? Like he for some reason
Right.
got the Schoolhouse Classroom Grace, then ported to Lascar, got the Grace, ported back to Lascar again, and then went to Schoolhouse Classroom. That's 15 seconds. That's just yeah.
And Ra already has DTS down pretty much. He's
Yeah.
got this. This is GG's pretty much.
Yeah, this is GG's.
He already has Ritual Sword too. Unless for some reason Ra fails Capital Skip or something dumb like that. Which I don't even think he does Capital Skip,
Yeah.
so... It's over.
The panic pivoting killed him.
Yep. Oh my god.
You fucking bitch. Why are you biting me?
Yeah, I mean, he still would have got this, I think, if
He would
Ra
have got
wasn't
it, yes.
on time.
She's gonna
If Ra
stagger
wasn't,
here.
like-
He's gonna riposte, and then a charge R2 will kill. Or
No,
that
she's
just
dead.
kills. Yeah.
Yeah.
The pivoting killed him. The pivoting killed him.
If he gets a double cap, no. Even if he gets a double capital skip, he's too far behind. There's
The
no
only way is if Rod doesn't know where it is.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, there's a few things. There's like the Lane-Dell Knights on the way, who could get Raw a couple of knockdowns. But yeah, this is not looking good for Asym. He was hovering over the shield. Yeah, like the difference is quite literally the panic pivoting. You're right.
Yeah, I told you. Like that, I was freaking out. Like this is why the panic pivoting. Like he took probably 6 or 7 unnecessary load times, if not more. Right, as well as lack of like quick decision making.
Ra's getting graces. Asym's also getting grace. It feels like a weird thing to do here. Like you're never coming back to either of these graces.
Asym gets full capital skip.
Asym gets the fuck it capital skip first try.
Yeah.
He needs to be on the wing he's looking at though, not here.
Lando wing skip. I don't even think that would save time. Lando wing skip might actually be his only hope.
Oh my god, that skip? I don't think that saves time for Chill Shield. I made mine.
Yeah. The crazy one from any percent glitchless that even they mess up all the time.
Yeah, the Brit skip. Yeah, the Brit skip saves you 10 seconds to gold free, but it puts you in an awkward spot. And yeah. Like, even if he had gotten BBK, this would have been a different game. I think Asym's just made way too many mistakes over the course of this 2 hours.
I mean, like Asym can't look. He can't knock himself, right? Like I don't know if you can't get 13 at this in the golden order. I don't care what the board is. If you don't get 13 squares, and if you cannot get 13 squares in 2 hours, you just don't really deserve to win. I mean, Rob played very well,
but true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and Rob played like
game.
outside of the Garronk thing, like played a really good game, and that's it.
And we are the winner.
That's painful.
Congratulations to everyone.
That's painful.
Won some corn.
Win for Ra.
Hell yeah.
I mean, great win for Ra, really.
Yeah, it's a great win for Ra. I mean, it's what we said before the game. Like he's going to win one of these games, and he did. He pulled it off. He played really well. Like outside of the Garronk, he played his game, played very well, and got the win. Right.
GG's to him.
GG's to Ra.
Super clean game, aside from the Gronk stuff.
Yeah, also, guys, I'm not going to bring Asym in for an interview just for the sake of time. I'll talk to Ra really quick, though, because it is his first win. Welcome in, Ra. Welcome in. GG's. Ra, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, Ra, can you hear us?
Oh, yeah. Hello.
GG's. Welcome in.
GG's.
That was a good game.
I mean, I got to make it really brief because we are 10 minutes past the next one when it was supposed to start. But
right.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring you in because it is your first win. Yeah, we were saying beforehand, right? Like we knew you had a chance to steal one of these. I think you played a really good game outside of concussion percent on Garronk. Just like, can we get your thoughts quickly on the game and how you're feeling?
Yeah, that was. I felt like I have a skill issue wall, and I was like, nah. I gotta go get good again. So I stayed on Garronk for like 17 minutes or some shit. Yeah, but it felt good beating him, and then the BBK afterwards as well felt good too. So
yeah, you sniped him on BBK by 1 second. If you didn't hitless the fight, you would have lost the square.
Oh shit! Good. Yep. Nice. At least one snipe then, because I felt like I was sniping him sometimes, because it felt like he was spending a lot of time between squares. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was good.
Well,
damn.
GG's, guys. GG's. We got to get this turned around to start the next match. But congratulations, Raw. And we'll be back in just a second to start the next game. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, Hoosh. Thanks, Elios.
Please become Elden Lord.